Good morning, children. Let's start our next topic, that is the sun and its structure. Okay. So here sun, it's the huge ball of hot burning gases. Not only that, it is at the center of the solar system. See here the solar system. The sun is at the center and the remaining the all 8 planets, they are revolving around the sun, right? And here sun, and see the our earth third planet, it is here only. So the sun, it is the nearest star to the earth. Okay, and it is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. That's what we can see from our earth. If we are looking at the sun, it looks small, but see how much big it is. It is about 109 times bigger than the earth's diameter. That much big it is. Okay, and if we are saying about its structure, then see the sun, it is actually made up of hydrogen and helium. Inside it is the burning gases, right? Huge ball of burning gases only. So inside hydrogen and helium is there. At the center of this sun, it's a core. We can say that, see here it is shown, right? The center of the sun is core, and the core, it is the hottest part of the sun. And here in the core, how the gases changes, the hydrogen changes into helium and releasing large amount of heat and light energy. Okay, and here its a temperature about on the surface, that means outside surface, it's about 6000 degrees Celsius. Just imagine our water, this water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, right? That time when if it boils, can we touch our put our finger inside the water when it starts to boil? It's not, right? We burn. So just imagine, it is not 1000, it is 6000 degrees Celsius temperature is there on the outer surface, and inside again there will be 15 billion degrees Celsius. Too much hot, we cannot imagine also. See, in the summer season also, just imagine, can you stand in front of the, that means on the hot sunny days during the daytime outside? It's not possible, right? Within 10 minutes we may faint down. That much heat that time it releases. So just imagine the sun, if we are reaching to the sun, we can't reach, before itself we burn. And see outside portion, can you see this shining portion? That is it's a thin layer of air around it. Okay, around the sun, that is known as corona. Okay, don't think that the corona nowadays, the disease, viral disease na, COVID-19, that corona, no, it is actually the atmosphere, that is the thin layer around the sun, that is corona. Okay, now the next one is moon. The moon, it is the natural satellite of the earth. It is spherical in shape and it is made up of rocks. And here in the moon, there is no air and water. That's what life is not possible now. Okay, it is very far away from the earth, and it does not have its own light. But then how it gives light during the night? How we can see the night in the night, this moon? That is actually during the daytime it receives the sunlight, and at the in the night it those sunlight it receives, now that will be reflected. Because of that only we can see moon in the night. Okay, and the surface of the moon, here you can see the surface of the moon. See this surface of the moon, it is covered with the craters, mountains, valleys, etc. And see what is meant by craters. This is a big crater. See, can you see here? That means we can feel like that something fallen here, right? That means we already studied that the meteoroids moving around in the Earth's atmosphere, right? That in the space, when it fall onto the Earth's atmosphere also, the mesosphere layer there itself it crashes. right? So it will not reach us on the earth. So that's what on the earth these much craters are not there. But here on the moon, when these meteoroids are moving on the space, and when it fall on the moon's surface, a big round hollow forming. That is known as the crater. Understood? And then this how it is, that also be the meteoroids when it crashes, that time only that it become pieces of rocks and fall on the surface of the moon. Okay, and here the diameter, if you are saying, it is about 3500 kilometer. That's a diameter. And its gravity, see, earth, we are having the earth's gravity is there, right? Because of the earth's, what is gravity? That is the force which attracts everything towards the center, okay, center of the earth. That's earth gravity. Like that, moon also having its own gravity. Okay, so when we are comparing with the earth's gravity and the moon's gravity, that is actually 1/6 part of the earth gravity only is there on the moon. For example, if on the earth there is a substance weight 36 kg, then if we are comparing on the moon, that same object's weight, it will be only 6 kg. So how much, just imagine, the we can feel lighter only, right? So that means they can lift much heavy weight objects also there on the moon, because in the moon there is less gravity only. Understood? And here in the earth there is no atmosphere, on the moon there is no atmosphere, right? So the side that receives the sunlight is very hot. Which side, like the earth also, the earth, the part of the earth which receives the sunlight becomes get a day, and another part will be the night, right? The same way here also, the part which receives the sunlight, that becomes very hot, and the other side very cold. Understood? And here we cannot, because there is no air in the moon. That's because of that, if we make sound also, our voice will not be here. No sound can be heard on the moon. Okay, and now see here that the people, some people, they move on the earth, they land on the moon, right? They are the persons, the scientists, those who uh, move around, that means travel on the space, they are known as the astronauts, right? Some of the astronauts, they land on the moon. Here see the astronauts, how here there is no air and no wind. That's what they are carrying, their oxygen mask or oxygen cylinders with them. Okay, and see, and when they move there also, they cannot stand over there much time, right? So their footprints will be there on the moon. If you go there, you can see there. That means if the persons, the astronauts, those who move there for studying about the space, when they reach there, they can see the footprints of the astronauts, those who went there. And how they land, see, on which vehicle they land on the moon, that is Apollo 11. Apollo 11, this is Apollo 11. Okay, this was the first spacecraft to land on the moon. When it was on 21st July 1969. And here in this spacecraft, 3 people went. Okay, who are they? They are this Neil Armstrong. The 3 of them were from America. Okay, Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Edwin Aldrin. And here see, the first man who landed on the moon was Neil Armstrong, and second followed him, that means next after him, Edwin Aldrin. Then this Michael Collins, he didn't get down from the spacecraft, he was inside the spacecraft only. And they also, this Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, they both of them spent there only 2.5 hours. Okay, and then they collected the rock samples from there and came back to Earth. Okay, children, understood this topic? And the next, the phases of the moon, that means the different shapes of the moon, that I will explain in the next class. Okay, children, thank you. Have a nice day.